welcome everyone, and to another video where I read a bunch of social media books. So guys, I've done a video like this once before, and in this video I actually read 3 books. And I came upon these in a variety of different ways. Some of them I came upon on YouTube, some of them on Instagram, and I really think they are worth the read, and I just wanted to get the word out about them. So, here we go. So the very first one I want to talk about is from an author and a creator here on YouTube, and I'm so proud I can call him a friend, E.D. Lewis. I will have his channel linked down below. So he is a smaller channel like myself, and when I found out that he was an author, of course I went and checked out his stuff, and I saw he had a gothic novel by the name of The Curse of Ridgehouse. And I just read Trinity Row, and I really enjoyed that, and I was like, you know what, I am down for another haunted house story. Let's do this. So I got it, I read it, and I loved it. So if you guys are into like big creepy houses and a lot of like mystery and stuff thrown in, you're gonna love this. You know, I really got, you know what, it reminded me of being like an early teenager, like 14-ish, watching these like haunted house type movies that would be like TV specials back in the 90s. I loved that. Loved that. And I know a bunch of you are really nostalgic, you know, for like 80s and 90s kind of stuff. I really think you will love this. I really loved this story. You know, I felt like I could see the clothing that these characters were wearing, you know, because, you know, it does take place with this family that has a lot of money. And I like that I could really visually see these characters. You know, I could see their mannerisms. I don't know. I just really think that's a strength from E.D. Lewis, is that he has a really good ability to kind of bring a character to life, you know, and not try too hard. You know, it's not like he's sitting here going, and her sweater was this special shade of yellow. No, that's not what I mean. It's just something about the way he presents his characters. They really do seem lifelike. I really like, you know, the different personalities. They were all so different, and he did such a good job of making you really see them, you know, as they interact, as they play together. And plus, it was a pretty cool mystery to beat it all. You know, you had a lot of supernatural elements happening here, you know, some like curses, if you're into that, which I like, you know, kind of gives a whole historical play to it. There was even a little bit of romance. And you know your girl doesn't do romance, but I didn't mind it in this one. So definitely go check him out. Check out his channel. You know, Curse of Ridgehouse, it was a fun read. It was easy. If you like haunted house stuff, highly recommend. And you're going to be supporting a YouTube creator to boot. So definitely go check out The Curse of Ridgehouse by E.D. Lewis. So the next book I wanted to talk about was Dark Avenues by Brian Smith. And I came upon this one on Instagram. And you know what? I liked this one too. I don't know why. I didn't mean for this to be like a haunting paranormal type deal video, but it just sort of worked out that way. So this one really put me in mind of like all of those movies you've seen where, you know, there's a ghost in trouble. Okay, I feel like you know where we're heading with this. So, you know, you have this main guy, he's just all kinds of tragic, and, you know, he has this journey he has to take with this entity. And that's really about all I can tell you. But, you know, I think that the journey is well done. You know, it kept me reading. You know, yes, did I know that's kind of where it was headed, kind of out of the gate? Yeah, but it didn't ruin the story at all. You know, you kind of find yourself sort of rooting for this guy because he actually has a reason to get out and do stuff now, because he has this like tragic backstory. And you know, I mean, I'm a sucker for that. You know I don't read a whole lot of romance and I don't really harp on that, but it really does sort of make my heart sing a little bit when I see these old couples that have been married since God was a boy. You know, it just, it makes you have a little bit more faith in the human animal. And so it does kind of tug on my heartstrings a little bit when, you know, tragedy strikes and, you know, love is rent in two, if you will. And that's sort of what happens with our character. You know, he has a lot of that tragic backstory, you know, to the nth degree happen to him. So when all of these things start occurring in his present day life, you know, you kind of feel for him and you're like, yes, go for it. You know, you got a reason to live now, you know, kind of deal. So, you know, it was a fun ride. So if you like all that, if you like that whole like a human helping out an entity, I think you'll like Dark Avenues by Brian Smith. So guys, this last story, Evelyn. I almost didn't put this book in this video simply because I was so blown away that I have every intention of reading the rest of this author's work, especially Evelyn, the character of Evelyn's story. You guys know, if you've been around the Panic Room any length of time, that I do love me some religious horror, and I was so blown away by just the take on religion that I saw in Evelyn. And you guys know I have a background in mental health, so there's that aspect to Evelyn too. I was just amazed. To me, it's not necessarily, I guess, what you call a unique look at it, but the way that Dylan, and I hope I'm going to say the last name right, Kalan, I apologize if I butchered your last name, the way he puts religion into this and marries it with mental health. I mean, I know I'm like prime audience for that, but I really was blown away by it. It spoke to me. Like, I loved it. Loved it. I love how inquisitive it is. Like, it's going down these paths that I feel like a lot of people are afraid to go down, you know, as far as like religion versus mental health and how they combine. I really thought that was unique, and I'm super excited to dive deeper into the story of the character of Evelyn. I cannot fathom where this has to go. I've read the little blurbs of the books, and I know that what happens with Evelyn, I can't see how this is going to work with the girl that I met in this little prequel. And I'm super excited to see what happens. Like I said, I came real close not to even put Evelyn in this video, because I have full intention of reading the rest of this author's work and doing a video on that. But I wanted to put it in this video simply because it's free on the website. Go read it and then tell me you're not intrigued. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you. I know I'm just the absolute perfect audience, and I really think that the way that Dylan is approaching this character and this story is just going to be phenomenal. So Evelyn, by Dylan Kalan. Like I said, I apologize if I'm butchering your last name. But of course, I will have all the authors, everything I can think of to link down below. You should definitely go check all of them out. And thank you for hanging out for this video. I do hope that you check out some of these authors. You know, I know a lot of them are smaller, and if you're like me, I love helping out smaller authors and creators. And you know what? Sometimes you just find some amazing gems. You really do. And, you know I'm talking to a bunch of hard people, and I want to tell you guys about it. You guys are my friends. Who else am I going to talk to about this shit, right? So guys, don't forget, check out all the links and stuff I put down below for all these authors and their social media and their books. But thank you for hanging out for another video. Please, if you like this, hit like, hit subscribe. It would really help me out. And until next time, bye for now.